Morning. I don't know if this is working. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, this is the 26th day of November, the day after Thanksgiving, and I've been having technical difficulties this morning, so I'm not sure what's going on. But we're just gonna rock with it, see what happens. Yeah, we're going to rock with it, see what happens. Okay, so hopefully this is live, and I won't even explain the other things that are happening behind the scenes. Let's just go. So I'm getting a little bit of glare on my glasses, so I'm going to take those off. So this is the 26th day of November, the 45th episode of the Be Your Own Hero show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others helps you. I am your host. I'm Sekouwrites. I'm a professional creative and the creator of what is now known as the Hero Ministry movement. And that is my effort to uplift and inspire the unhoused community in many different ways, including the charity run, which we'll talk about in a second. So, quick disclaimer, I am not a certified personal trainer or financial advisor, so do your due diligence. That said, shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me the space and opportunity to be here and to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero, especially my own financial hero. And check me out here Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. Eastern. All right. All that said, let's get into some Hero Ministry news. And shout out to Tim. All right, so Tim found me. So I guess things are working on the front end. Okay, so Hero Ministry Movement news. Today is day 179 of my Hero Charity Run. That's a big number. That means I've been running every day, at least a mile a day for 179 days in a row. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I did not think that that was possible for me. So I'm proving to myself that I'm capable of more than I realized. And hopefully to you too, you're capable of more than you realize you're capable of. All you got to do is get out there and see what you're capable of. Okay, that said, today, just a reminder, I do a run story at the end of every run, and I post it on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. So there's always a quick story about what I experienced. So this is just kind of piggybacking on today's run story. But I did a 5K today in the rain, and I think the app glitched on me. I'm sure that the app glitched on me. I use the Strava app, which keeps track of your location by GPS. And if you look at the map, it shows me running through buildings and trees and things that are not possible. So it was glitching. And so that said, I'm sure that I ran more than a 5K today. I don't know how much more. I'm thinking a 10K. I'm not sure, but definitely I had to run extra, maybe miles, but I had to run extra for a longer amount of time to get the app to accurately read a 5K, so that there's continuity in terms of me running a 5K every day for the past what? For the past 77 days in a row, at least a 5K. All right, that was a quick sidebar. I got to keep track of my sidebar, so that was a quick sidebar. Check out the run report. And one more sidebar. As I was running, I thought I heard a dog. First of all, I saw a turkey, giant, massive turkey. I mean, like a Rottweiler sized turkey. And I didn't even see it at first because it's raining. And so I took my glasses off and I just saw movement and I looked and it was this massive turkey. And I was like, you got away. You got away. Keep running. Keep running. So I saw the massive turkey. And then not long after that, I thought I heard a dog barking. And I was thinking that the dog was chasing a turkey or something. No, it was my brother. He saw me running and he was like, woo, 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 as I was running around the parking lot early this morning. So that was pretty funny. Okay, no more sidebars. I'm back on it. So uh, I have run more than 490 miles. So I'm very close to my goal of 500. Also, those of you that have donated got an email, just like I did yesterday, saying, congratulations, you're 75% of the way to your goal, over 75% of the way to your goal. So very excited about that. The 10 by 10 challenge has been working. Also, family members here that did not know about my Hero Charity Run, which boggles my mind. But there family members that didn't know about it have made some donations, and so we're over 75% of the way to the finish line. More specifically, less than $1,000 left. And I think the last time I made an announcement, I said it was 1,200, right? So now less than 1,000. So really, just ticking on down to the end. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. 500 miles at least, and $5,000 at least for the Fabulous Five nonprofit. Oh, look at that synergy that I didn't even plan the 555. Oh, come on. Come on. All right, universe. All right, universe. At 5555. Okay, anyway, there's another symbolism that I'll save that for later because I'm sidebarring too much. Okay, so speaking of the Fabulous Five, you know, if you've been watching the show, that I've been introducing you or reintroducing you to each of those nonprofits this week. And I've been playing short video snippets of each of them. So you've been reintroduced to Project Love Strong, to In God's Hand, to Nashville Launchpad, and to Unhoused St. Louis. And so today I was going to show a snippet from The Old Path, which is based in Memphis, but you haven't seen the full interview yet. The interview will air on this Sunday, so 2 days from now. Rev Mel is interviewing Tanya Moment, who is the co-founder or one of the there's a whole story there of The Old Path, which is based in Memphis. I will just say briefly, as to not spoil anything, that I did travel to Memphis and I met Tanya in person and her husband in person, and I gave them hero hoodies in person, and it was a powerful moment for a number of reasons. And because this part won't be covered in the interview, I'll just say that her husband is a pastor, and he just kind of slipped into a sermon right there on the street. And we were on the street, not at the physical location, because they keep the location secret, because they typically work with women who are, it's a women's shelter basically, but they work with women who sometimes are on the run and they're trying to hide themselves from, you know, whoever's looking for them, in many cases a jilted ex. And so they told us some stories, and they were harrowing to say the least. And because of those stories, they have made it a policy that nobody knows the location of the space except the people, the women who stay there and their children. So really, really powerful piece, really powerful experience. And I applaud them for their efforts to maintain that secrecy, because here we are, we're donating hero hoodies. And so, they could have been like, oh yeah, come see the place or whatever. But then I might have posted it on social media and it might have got out. And so I appreciate their vigilance to keep the place secret. All right, so please watch on Sunday, Living Life in Joy at 10:30 a.m. Rev Mel will be interviewing Tanya Moment of Old Path, and that is the fifth of the Fabulous Five. 500 miles, $5,000, 5 nonprofits. All right, God, I see you. Okay, so let's get in. Oh, backpack drop story. Quick backpack drop story. I'm just choosing. There's so many. I hope I didn't tell this one already. I'll have to start doing check marks. But I was doing door dashing at night in New York, and I gave out all my tuna packets. It was a busy night in terms of giving that night. And so all the tuna packets I had with me were given out. And then there was another woman who asked me for food, and I didn't have that to offer her, the tuna packets offer her. So she asked me for food from this restaurant. It's a bodega. For those of you that haven't been to New York, a bodega is the Spanish word for store. It's just like an all-purpose store. It's not like a chain like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. It just means the corner store that has a bunch of things. So we went into the bodega. I got her a Philly cheesesteak, which is what she wanted, and a soda. And I also gave her a copy of It Works, that book that I've been talking about. It's a pamphlet that talks about the power of uh, abundant thinking, the power of manifestation, the law of attraction, all of that in about 8 pages. Like it really distills it down to the very basics. So I gave her a copy of that and I told her that it was helpful to me, which it has been. And I hope that that serves her well. She said that she had been working at FedEx prior to the pandemic, but got downsized out of FedEx during the pandemic. And she also said that she lost some family members, her parents, and her son. So she was going through a lot of things and was lamenting that she had to be out on the streets, out every day asking for food. So she said that she had started her the reapplication process with FedEx, and I suggested that she just show up, especially since she worked there before. I'm hoping that her physical presence there might get them to be like, yeah, come on back in. Anyway, that's my backpack drop story. Prayers up for her. I hope she's well. Okay, let's do this affirmation right quick. So here we go. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Okay, so there was some confusion yesterday about the show. I pre-recorded it early in the morning and I thought I aired it, but I'm not really sure what happened. And then today I was trying to re-air that episode. I was trying to re-air yesterday's Thanksgiving episode, which was 15 minutes, along with an early morning pre-recording from today. So those two 15 minutes together would make a full episode. I don't think any of that worked. So I'm not sure if you saw yesterday's episode. That's my point. Point is, I will just repeat that I reconnected with a cousin, and he and I are both into the NFT space, as you've heard me talk about. And we went off down the rabbit hole, way down the rabbit hole. We talked all about it. And what stood out to me is the way he talks about NFTs is as if they are collectibles. And if you've been watching the show, you know that I've been talking about them as if it's the stock market. But collectibles is more accurate. So that's an easier way to think about it. Think about it like a coin collection. Like, yeah, not every single coin is going to appreciate in value, and some will appreciate a little bit, and some may decline in value. So you have to choose the right coin that will appreciate in value, and that's very much like NFTs. Again, well, maybe I shouldn't say again. I'm not sure if I said this before, but it's early. It's early. You remember when the internet first came out? When the internet first came out, like nothing. Remember the email addresses were like a long string of numbers and characters. It was like a random thing. Like having Sekou at sekouwrites.com wasn't even conceived yet. So it's early days with all of this stuff, cryptocurrency, NFT, and the metaverse. So we don't really know what it's going to look like. But it is a slight oversimplification, but it's helpful to think of NFTs as collectibles. And it's something that we should lean into in terms of learning. Now, hopefully, no one is still on the porch in terms of investing. Hopefully, everyone who's watching the show is investing in some way, fractional shares of something. Just get in the game, please. If you haven't already, please do. But also lean into knowledge about these emerging industries so that you can get there first mentally. Because if you can get there first mentally, then you can get there first financially. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to figure out how to best invest in something, which coins are going to appreciate in value if you don't know the world. That said, I started rereading the book that I mentioned yesterday. Oh, you might not have seen that. So the book is NFT Art and Collectibles for Beginners. And that's what it is. It's like a really just basic 101 about what this is and how it's been moving. I'll just say that NFTs were created in 2017. So they've kind of been around for a while. They've been moving quickly in that time. And there have been some massive, massive uh, deals. Deals is not quite the right word, but some massive transactions. Uh, Captain Kirk, William Shatner. William Shatner, I just found out today in reading that book that William Shatner was one of the first celebrities to jump into the NFT space. And he created, this will help you visualize what an NFT is. He created like still shots of him playing Captain Kirk at different phases and stages of his career, and then sold them as like a collector's item. So that's an easy way to think about it. If you've got a an actor who's had a long career on a long running show, whatever he owns access to, like if he's got some selfies from backstage, he could tokenize those. In other words, convert them into an NFT and sell them, and so that fans can become investors. It's like it's like you're buying stock. Like you're not just, well, there I go saying the stock again. Like, let's just stick with collectibles. You're investing in the artist that you're a fan of, the actor that you're a fan of, but also what you're acquiring can appreciate in value. And this is important because people who collect things, I used to have a coin collection, and I know that people who collect things have a love of it. And if you have a love of it, then the financial side is not as important because you actually love the thing that you bought. You actually love the thing that you collected. So if you're a big William Shatner fan and you love Star Trek and you're able to buy that NFT from that episode that you really love, then yeah, if it goes up in value, great. But if it doesn't, like you have some personal utility. So I think that's a good way to think about it. Okay, so wait, am I over time? No, I'm not. No, I'm not over time yet. I'm not over time yet. Okay, so let's talk about the resources. In addition to this book, check out the book. I'm gonna say it for the third time. NFT Art and Collectibles for Beginners. You could find it at the library. You can find it on Amazon probably, but I checked it out from the library. Okay, so resources. Get Rich 101. That's my podcast. Please check it out. It's about mindset. Speaking of which, I got time for a quick sidebar. So when the woman asked me to buy the Philly cheesesteak, I had to fight with my own sense of lack and limitation. And that's why my trait has been abundance, because I am converting, I am pushing for abundance. I am changing my mentality. So it's aspirational. So when she asked me to buy a food cheesesteak, I immediately went to, I can't afford to do that. And then I had to push past that with the understanding that there's abundance everywhere. There's more abundance coming. There's infinite resources, and stop limiting myself. And that's very difficult work. So all of this is mindset. My point is, it all boils down to mindset. So these first three resources are about mindset. Get Rich 101, my podcast. The Science of Getting Rich, the book that I'm reading in my podcast, and Rich Dad Poor Dad book. Well, book and many other things at this point, but book primarily. Okay. Also check out, just in terms of awareness, this TV show called Giant Beast That Is the Global Economy. That's on Amazon Prime, I believe. Okay, Dad's popping in with the coffee. It's the coffee run. Everybody say pop. Thank you, sir. All right. And the next one is two shows, Black Mirror and Electric Dreams. They're both fictional shows. I'm using air quotes because if you watch them, you'll see that they're projections, they're guesstimates of how technology will impact our lives, are seem fairly accurate considering what's going on in terms of the metaverse and cryptocurrency and NFTs. So check them out. Black Mirror, and Electric Dreams. Okay, bigmoneycrypto.com. Please check out the site. Just look at the headlines. You don't even have to click into anything, but just check out the headline because many of them will interest you because it's really about the articles on that site are really about the mainstreaming of cryptocurrency and this crypto world. So you'll see how it applies. Like did I tell you about the NFL player who is accepting his paycheck for being a football player in Bitcoin, and now he's got as much money as the owner. His net worth is the same as the owner of the football team he plays for. Like, so really easy to understand stories. So check it out, bigmoneycrypto.com. And well, I think that's it. Okay. I think this might be the first time I finished the show early since I went to half an hour. I think so. All right. I guess that's it. So please support in all the various ways. The 4th annual Hoodies for the Homeless event is coming up on December 4th. And obviously, I'll be rolling with hoodies, hero hoodies, of course. So if you want to donate in that way, go to sekouwrites.com. If you want to continue to donate to the charity run, also sekouwrites.com. Spread the word, let people know, because we're ticking on down. I'm feeling very good about the 555 that I didn't even realize until live during this show. That's amazing. So in case you're just tuning in, that means 500 miles, $5,000, 5 nonprofits. Beautiful. All right, so I think I'm gonna get out of here. Stay tuned for prayer time at 10:15, and stay tuned for a pre-recorded Sit with Rev Melissa. This was early days. Nashville. For me, I was in Nashville mid-pandemic, and it was a good episode. So stay tuned, check it out. I hope everyone has recovered from all their eating yesterday. I know it's been a struggle for me. And I ate sparingly too. I swear I ate sparingly. At least I thought I did. Anyway, keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own hero. Remember that now is better than perfect. And keep investing, even if it's only $1. Get off the porch if you're still on the porch. All right. I'll see you Monday. Later.